What's up, everybody? It's your boy Munchiezzz. Welcome back to Munchiezzz Plays. Look at these cute little baby cows. Absolutely adorable, just born. We got some teenagers kind of jumping around, being playful. The mothers turning around in circles, looking like they're lost. But this can only mean one thing. We're back here in Frechdachs for the Can You Survive 25 challenge. Our family's growing. We're up to 160 cows. But if we turn around and we come check out our sheep and goats, we got some babies in here too. Jumping around and playing little wild things. We're up to 415. Absolutely amazing. Let's go work our way around. We're going to see what our water buffalo are up to. We haven't checked in on our water buffalo in a while. And let's see how they're doing. Just eating away. Up to 160 of them. Looking beautiful. We got some babies over here too. Some little baby water buffies. Aww. Like barely walking. Absolutely amazing. I love watching growth like that. Alright. Anyways, we got some work to do. We're down here on farm 2. Last episode we planted. We fertilized. But we got some weeds growing. We got to take care of our weeds. So we're going to jump on our tractor. Grab our sprayer. Spray our weeds. And then we're going to deal with Farm 1. We've neglected Farm 1. We've been on Farm 2 and Farm 3 non-stop with the spring planting season. And Farm 1 needs some work. So we're going to go up to Farm 1. But let's grab this sprayer over here. We'll grab our big tractor. No, we'll leave the case there. We'll grab our little tractor. I think it's already hooked up to our sprayer. Yes, it is. Perfect. Let's jump up in there. We got liquid fertilizer in here right now. We got to get rid of that. We'll unload that right here. We'll move it later. Let's go throw some herbicide up in here. And let's head over to our, I believe we planted oats, right? I don't even remember what we planted. I believe it was oats. I guess we're going to find out. Yes, it was oats. We'll get the sprayer lined up. We'll unfold it. We'll lock on. turn it on. And let's kill us some weeds. No more weeds.
Spring sun's burning on the back of my neck. Boots in the dirt, gotta earn that check. Valtra's humming down the furrowed rows. Heart has got the mix, time to let it flow. Spreading down true on a field of lies. Oh, it's coming up, we'd say goodbye. War in the soil, but I got the gear. This is Frechdachs land, no weeds round here. Tank full of fire and a job to do. Liquid justice in every do. Farm tools fighting, but I'm fighting back. Riding proud on this diesel track. Spraying down truth on a field of lies. Oh, it's coming up, we say goodbye. War in the soil, but I got the gear. This is Frechdachs land, no weeds round here.
One field down and one achievement earned. The plot thickens. I will take that. Let's fold this up. Head on over to our other oat field. Get it done. I like this weeding, it goes fast. And that pulse width modulation is absolutely awesome. We might have to buy the center field eventually. I've been eyeballing it. Here's our other field. Get her lined up. Unfold this thing again. Turn her on. And let's rock and roll.
Cranked up the Q, boots on the floor. Springtime's knocking on the field's front door. The farm tools breathing, but the weeds won't quit. So I load that tank, let the Hardi spit. It's poison in the tank, purpose in my soul. Gotta keep them weeds from taking control. This land don't wait, and the fight ain't fair. But I ride for the crop, not the empty air. Oats won't room, but the green's too thick. Like a bad idea that just won't stick. Lines in the dirt, justice in the spray. Sun's on my back and I'm burning the gray. It's poison in the tank, purpose in my soul. Gotta keep them weeds from taking control.
All right, the weeds are done. Let's get this folded up. Let's head back home, back to the farm, get this put up. And I'll meet you over at Farm 1. We'll start dealing with that mess over there. So much to do over there. I'll see you over there shortly. All right, we made it down to Farm 1. Before we get to work, I was going through the sales in the shop. And there's two things in there that, one that we needed, and one that I was thinking about getting but wasn't sure, but it's for sale, so it must be a sign. Let's pop up into sales here. If we come down a little bit, they have a yarder here. For y'all that don't know what a yarder is, we can put up a tower on one side of our farm and a tower on the other side, and it transfers the trees in the air. Kind of like a moving crane. It'd be the perfect way to get our trees from one side to the other instead of dragging them. And I think we're going to jump on that. This is the exact one I was looking at anyways. We get our BKT tires up on there, and we're going to purchase this. Absolutely. It's over half off. And we're going to put that to work. The other thing we needed for our production, some stuff we need to make needs diesel fuel. And we don't have a way to get it to our yard. So I was going through and I found the Thunder Creek fuel trailer. $18,000, 34% off. It's what we were going to buy anyways. Absolutely perfect. We're going to pick that up. I'm so glad I went through this. That's two pieces that were absolutely going to come in handy. Let's come out in here to our yard. There's a couple things I want to change around here. Jump up in the air a little bit. There's another production that I want to put down. It's a wood chip production. And I wasn't quite sure where to put it. And I'm thinking over here somewhere. Maybe right in that area. I think that's going to work good. Let's go into our construction menu. That'll be the first thing we lay down. We'll flatten us out a spot. And the perfect spot to put it, I'm thinking right here. Let's get us a nice little spot flattened out. I don't believe the production's that big. So that should be plenty. We'll come up in our productions. And it's the wood shredder right here. This will help us create some more wood chips. Considering we're using the big old oak trees. We're going to stick that right there. And we'll do some painting, get rid of that nasty gray. I think it's forest needles. Don't remember. Let's see. Forest leaves. There we go. And we'll paint around it. And there we go. We'll smooth it all out and we'll be done here. And one job can be off the list. There we go. We have our wood chipper. Let's get out of the sky. I'm gonna go grab that equipment and I'll meet you back right here. Alright, we got our yarder back at our yard. We got our gas trailer. Let's get it filled up. Make sure we got plenty of diesel. $3,750 liters of diesel for our production. Let's get this back home. I'm excited to try out this production. Our wood chips will finally get used instead of just selling them off for pennies on the dollar. Our trees that we've been growing now for 2 years are finally ready to be cut down. We can do something with them. We're passing Farm 3 now. Farm 3 is in full effect. Growing the cotton. Our sheep there are producing wool. I'm going to get this back to our yard. This is a 4X map. It takes forever to get anywhere. And I'll meet you there. All right, we got all our new toys back at our yard. The only thing we added was this water barrel. We needed water for some of our productions. And I did add a water fill plane over here. Since we're connected to our water barrel, we'll fill it up with water and we'll put some in our production. Let's get her filled up. We're finally going to be able to fire this production up after I don't know how long we've had it now. At least a few months. We've been so busy on Farm 2 and Farm 3 with this spring planting season. Alright, we got our tank filled up. Let's go empty it into our production. I'm not sure how much it holds. It might take it all. It might not. I guess we're about to find out. We're about halfway in right now. It's thirsty. It might take it all. And it's looking that way. Most awesome. Well, we got water in our production. Let's go grab our diesel and throw some diesel up in there. Stick our trailer here. And let's get this diesel trailer. This doesn't hold quite that much. I'm not sure how much we'll need. Well, we can start out with 3,700 liters. Let's dump this in there. This discharges a little bit slower. Let's look in our production and see if we can see how much it'll take. Water, it'll hold 5.3 million liters. Holy cow. Diesel, 5.3 million liters as well. How much are we going to need? I believe we need it for fire logs. And let's see how much it takes. 10 diesel. Oh yeah, I think we'll have enough for a while. Alright, we got our diesel up in there. We can get this out the way. We'll pull it next to our other trailer. Detach from it. Let's grab some wood chips and load up some wood chips in our production. There we go. And let's fill her up. See if we can find our wood chips in here. In this big old mess of a silo. They're in here somewhere. Oh. Let's get her filled up. $18,500 liters. Take it over to this production. Drop her off. And I think we can make another trip. Come back to our silo. Another 18,500. Looks about perfect. Now this is all the wood chips we have. We're going to have to make some more. We'll flip around. Drop her off. We'll take a look in our production and see what kind of goodies we can make in here. Cart and roll, we're going to need some wood. We can start some fire logs. We'll activate that. Some MDF boards. We'll activate that. Some OSB boards. We'll activate that. A paper roll, we're going to need some wood. So we need wood for paper roll and carton roll. And I think that'll set us up good for now. We're going to need to get some wood into wood chips, as well as some regular wood up in here. We'll park our trailer. And we'll grab our other trailer. We need to move some stuff around. We'll grab it and let's go over to our Cooper. We got some stuff building up here. We need to get out, make room for some more. Let's load this trailer up. We'll take this over to our storage. If there's anything else over there. There is. We'll make another trip. And let's get her loaded up again. another load. Anything else? It's still coming out. Our Cooper was full. Load her up again. I think that should be about it right there. Drop this off. Let's see how our Cooper's doing on planks long. See if we need to load it up. It seems to be doing good on planks. I think while we're in here diversifying what we're making, we'll add some barrels to the mix. Those make some pretty good money as well. And we'll activate that. And our Cooper is done for now. We'll drop our trailer. And we have a yarder over here we have to deal with. Now for the yarder, I'd like to set it up over there on that side of our wood chip maker, or wood chipper, and hook it way over there to those trees so we can cut down a tree, drag it all the way over here, and drop it. But we have these trees in the way. We got to deal with those dang trees. Let's break out our trusty chainsaw. And let's deal with these things. Maybe we can drop them right inside this chipper right here. That would be wonderful. We wouldn't have to move them around. They'd be dealt with. I'm not the best at this chainsaw, but we'll see if we can manage. Let's see if we can drop it right up in there. Beautiful. Take care of the stump. Go to this tree here. Try to line her up. And let's get her down. Beautiful. 2 for 2. Got any other trees around here? Just this bush. We're going to cheat with this bush. We're not going to cut it down. I got this little tool that we can just hide stuff, so those bushes are a pain in the ass. Looks like we have plenty of room now. Let's get our yarder taken care of and set up. Now for everyone that's not familiar, let me try that again. For everyone that's not familiar with what a yarder is, this is a tool that's going to save us so much time. We were using that winch there and dragging them across the yard with our tractor, getting caught up on trees, wasting so much time. We're just going to take this yarder here. I think we're going to place it right on the side of this thing. Somewhere in that area. Let's see. We might back it up a little bit. I think the trees will pull just fine right there. Let's unfold this thing. Jump out of here. And we'll push R so we can get our little yarder stick. I better go to F1 so we make sure we're doing this right. Alright, we'll set up our yarder. We'll push R. And we have our yarder string. And we're going to bring it all the way on the other side of the yard. Hook up to one of these fancy trees over here. I don't know how far in we can bring this thing. I think we'll set our yarder up right there. And we got our line going straight across. I think that's going to work just perfect. See if we can move our yarder over here. Here it comes. Well, I suppose let's give this thing a try. Not sure which tree it's connected to. Looks like that one right there. So we'll cut down this one. All right, let's get this tree hooked up to the yarder and give her a try. Lift her up. And let's get this tree moved. Absolutely fantastic. That's what I'm talking about. And will it go into production? Absolutely wonderful. You can't beat that. This is so much easier. All right, we have a process to go by now. Let's see if we can get another one in here. This is my first time using a yarder, so it's kind of different. It's fun though. See if we can get this one down. There we go. Put our chainsaw away. See if we can figure this out. We'll connect this yarder. And let's get her moved up. And let's get her moved out. Oh, this is so much easier. And in it goes. Most awesome. And let's bring her back. I'm learning the shortcuts. I'm not sure about the buttons. If you hit Y, it brings it back to where it last was. I'm still trying to figure out what tree it's on, so I don't cut down that tree. Looks like it's that one right in front of us. We'll cut this tree down over here. Bring in our chainsaw again. And let's get this tree hooked up. Let's get out the way. And lift her up. And let's send her there. Absolutely wonderful. Check our chipper, our wood shredder, and see how much we can fit in there. We can fit 1,000,000 liters in there. We only have 25,000. Let's get this thing making some wood chips. We'll activate it. Let's bring our yarder back. Well, y'all, I think we got a working system right now. This is absolutely making things a breeze. I'm loving this. We got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of trees to move. And Farm 1 is now ready to roll. Well, I think we're going to call that an episode for now. A successful episode at that. I got some trees to move. So I appreciate everybody hanging out with me, Munchiezzz, and coming to Munchiezzz Plays. I'm going to end this episode like I end every episode. Come on back. Let's see what kind of madness we can create. We've definitely created some madness in this episode. Everyone have a great day. Have a wonderful night. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.